solicitor working with Mr. Fox and fixing the ship, he very much seems different. Not like he's possessed or different, but like you're seeing him in an entirely different light. His outfit is different. You see the grease he's like worked up, helping you out with this. This is more of his element in a weird respect.
He's a sailor man.
He worked to where he was, or he worked to get where he was. There we go.
Yeah, prison.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He was in a good shape in this prison until the profane soul situation came about. So,
Grossman does have a question for him. Oh, when you're done with all this, do you need any future employees?
oh, look at you looking at the future. I might. I need to get into contact with some people. It's been a while since I've been back to the mainland. There's some loose ends I left behind. I'm curious to see how frayed they got or if they tie themselves. There's one I'm quite certain is still plenty loose. But it's gonna take me time to get my bearings. But as I'm getting my bearings, if you're looking for employment, I'm sure I can get you a place with me, or I can go find someone that can get you a place with them.
What? Well, like, consider this my resume as he flicks on and the engine goes.
well. Alrighty then. We're in business. He shakes her hand. We're in business. Now, there is one other thing, but I'll tell you all when we're done. Meanwhile,
sailing stories.
Oh, certainly so.
Meanwhile,
inside, so this is like a prison barge. So it has 3 stories. Tiers. The bottom tier is storage. I guess, okay, 3 tiers plus the actual deck itself, right? So that, I guess, technically is another tier. Actually, here, let me just draw a really shitty barge over here. Swoop. 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 Boop, boop, boop. And some stuff here, I guess, I don't know. There are 3 tiers. This bottom tier is storage. This tier and this tier are for prison cells. It's not a huge ship. This thing isn't like a fucking like mile long, but it can hold a number of people. And then the quarters for the crew and the helm and all that stuff is up here.
It was being used for one dude.
Still about that. As the rest of you guys enter into the ship, you guys see that it has been converted. This center segment of cell block has equivocally another room installed on top of what is already there. So the catwalks are still there, the cells are still there, but there is essentially a big metal box that has been bolted and set into place with the foundations of this ship. And from the singular door that leads into it, which it is closed, but even through its closed way, you guys can see this dark, near black, purplish energy eking out of it, like wispy. To you, Iris, it is semi-reminiscent of the smoke that you light up when you smoke, when you hit that hashish. But you all can feel that same presence from the profane soul, albeit weaker. Echoes of it, you can still feel it. And you, Iris, know that this is bad news. If this thing doesn't do something to your guys' spirits, just by its presence, it might draw attention. Especially when you guys make it to the next dock. It's definitely gonna draw attention then. So, consider this a preemptive measure. So, you are the team lead on this. I can imagine which skill you're going to use, consider that's the only magic skill. But, what are you trying to do? How do you go about cleansing this desecration? Smile.
No breathing.
No breathing.
No breathing.
What are you reckoning? But not that reckoning.
Huh?
What skill are you thinking of using to purify
Oh,
this desecration?
probably a tune, right?
Fair enough.
Mhm.
But how do you go about doing so?
I have no idea. I don't know. We're cleansing the ship, right?
Correct.
The world is your oyster.
I
You're both
It
a
is.
blessing and a curse.
Indeed.
So could I like sage it?
You could.
Okay.
You could. You pull out one of the implements of your assorted occultish practices. Make me in a tune roll. You have Iconoclast helping you. So
Yeah, the iconoclast will reach into his pocket and pull out that fucking Zippo lighter that Mr. Fox.
Hey, hold on! It all comes full circle.
with two people saging at the same time, it would definitely make it more effective than one person sort of interspersing it out. So
Yeah.
you I would say that is one of your items of your load. So roll me your attune. You are unlike everyone else on the outside, you are in a risky position against this darkness.
Oh boy.
Oh, you know
Okay.
what? One of my options, italicized so it doesn't count for load, is a Spirit Bane Charm. I don't know what that is because there's no description on it, but it sounds like it'd be useful here as well.
Because you're Iconoclast, I'll give that to you. if not, I would be like, maybe, maybe not. But because you're specifically called Iconoclast, I'll give that to you.
Hell yeah.
So that would also contribute. So, roll your attune. The position is risky.
Okay.
The effect, though, is great.
Oh, great. Okay. Perfect.
Yep. And then you have plus technically 2 from Iconoclast, 1 from his outright help, 1 from his item, plus an item of your own. So you have 3 bonus dice.
Sweet.
Hell yeah.
Alright, fingers
As
crossed.
we see what okay,
There it is.
you had 2 that ones.
Whew. Doesn't matter though.
Ooh.
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter,
only
didn't
go-
happen.
Yeah,
Good
Yeah.
overcomes evil.
good overcomes evil, or in this case,
Yeah,
the spiteful overcomes the stubborn. As you and Iconoclast both distribute out some sage, wrap it up in a bundle and light it up with Mr. Fox's own lighter. You guys share the Spirit Bane Charms' proximity as you both walk into the room, bravely foraging into what looks to be just a plume of darkness. The smoke your sage gives off, this brighter smoke, like from a wet wood or something, like a whiter smoke, is deeply contrasted from the sheer darkness and shadow of this confined corridor. As you guys enter in, the profane soul already left, but there's just something about this, almost like you're crossing a threshold, entering another realm. It's like you guys are walking into a small version of another dimension. You feel like there's something in the darkness, in the smoke around you. Even every now and again, as you guys press bravely forward into this darkness, you swear you hear something slithering. But see nothing, see no trail, nothing at the exit that you guys came in through. Slowly, but surely, over the course of an hour, you guys do cleanse the room.
It's a lesser effect, so it doesn't change too much, but I'll say maybe 3 times during that hour, the Iconoclast will complain to you, Iris. He'll just keep saying, my toe hurts. It's always the small ones that hurt so much.
It's like hitting your pinky toe on the table.
Like a paper
Ooh,
cut.
Oh, I actually realized you technically would have had another die from Guano.
Oh.
Okay, no, he would. No, Guano's a bit afraid of this shit, but I digress. So, eventually, you guys finish fixing up the ship and purifying it. When you two are done purifying this room, it looks like a sleek and blank metal... Okay, my bad. Sleek and blank metal room with many dents in it. And you see the singular chair in the middle of it. A chair that's also made of metal that's a part of the floor itself. You can see where the specific niches in it, alcoves for chains to be wrapped up in, are quite worn down. But the Profane Soul's not here, so you guys are good. You guys are gonna see the damage he caused. But you guys are ready to sail. Right on time. You guys hear Helmbreaker Prison, as you guys are doing all this work, enter a crescendo of chaos, of anarchy.
Ooh.
Things are popping off over there. And to you, Thorn, keeping an eye out, you and the Dorman Guard see that the doors to the barracks are thrown open. The mechanism to them is opened up, and you see a tide of people, prisoners, guards, staff, rushing with all their fervor and might.
Oh,
We gotta get out of here.
we gotta get out of here.
no.
The good news is, there's probably only, I don't know, 2 score of them, 40 about, that could fit on the ship. And that's
Those
it.
guys.
And that's it. And you guys see walking behind them the Profane Soul. It's so weird to see him. He is a person, shriefed in darkness, his attire distinct yet featureless. Like watching the silhouette of an outfit, but the trimming still visible enough to denote pieces of it. There is a darkness, that same near black purplish smoke reefs off him like dry ice. And where his head would be, there is no head. Merely a column of that same smoke that spans stories into the sky. The tide of people rush out, and the doorman asks Mr. Fox what he wants to do. And Mr. Fox looks, sees all these people, and that there's no one else behind the Profane Soul. Let him on. I don't think he's giving chase. You guys all flood onto the ship as the Profane Soul stands at the entranceway to Helmbreaker Prison, looking down the slope at you guys. You guys knocked up. People don't exactly complain about their lodgings, given that, yeah, what they're running from.
Get on double.
You're on
If you guys have ever seen I don't know what his fucking name is, the evil guy in Destiny 2, the most recent one. I remember his name.
Literally no clue.
I got nothing.
Which evil guy?
The witness? No, not the. Is it the witness? It might be the witness.
The witness.
Yeah, this guy. So this is the witness.
Oh.
Look at
This
this
is-
fucking dweeb.
This is the witness.
Fucking nerd.
That is. He has a column of souls that eke out his skull.
Cool.
Yeah, so something like that for the Profane Soul, except no faces on him or the things coming out of him.
Souls.
It was kind of goofy in that first picture, but those two.
He does.
Are like fucking pure aura. What the hell?
Yeah. And he sends triangles at the circular orb that is the traveler. I digress. You guys mount up and get the fuck out of here. Get out of here.
Fuck out of
Walk down
Dodge,
the-
man.
You guys fucking mark down the final piece of your breakout cloth. Get the fuck out of here. Moving the circles if you're sailing away like that. And, well, you guys did it. You guys
Did it.
It's
broke
fun.
your way up. And, well, here's another thing. Here's the important thing about that tide of people. We're all, hey, in tragedy and in trauma, we're all brothers and sisters. Good thing to think that. Your main PC characters are in that tide of 40 people.
Good.
Hey.
Hey.
So if you guys denied them access, I would have found that really funny.
Oh my god.
I figured it's like that has to be the connecting factor because there's no way our people are like in that prison still, and we're
I
going
was
to play.
prepared for Thorn to do something stupid if he wouldn't have allowed him on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Because
I
he's
was
just like,
gonna
I
draw
know
my
that
sword
guy.
on him.
Oh, a cane sword. I was I was curious if we did have to try and find a way to deny them.
No, Mr. Fox was like, we can. If there were more than that, then maybe there'd be some questions.
Mhm.
But nah, against that utter evil, no, we if we can fit them, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you know, we pick our
We gotta
battles.
get out of here. That's what one of the dormant guards says to Mr. Fox as the people are rushing. Sir, we gotta get out of here.
Oh my god.
But hey, welcome to Blades in the Dark, you lots.
We're here.
This was a fun one shot, and it turned out to be a one shot,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it was educational.
Hell yeah, it was.
Which means not next week. Next week is session 0?
Yeah, I'm trying to think on the logistics of that, because I don't have anything codified for the setting yet, so I wouldn't mind some more time working on it. But also, it might actually take a session 0 to build out the characters, and because this time we had to do the other pieces, the gang and stuff like that, which I think that is going to add another layer of, well, just time outright, but another layer of complication, and some discussion about what sort of gang is that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm thinking next week will probably just be a session 0. Probably end early, probably. But hey, you guys have now gotten a taste of the system, the playbooks, stuff like that. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, this was fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
We did go a bit late, which I was
I like the
wondering.
system.
It's different. Definitely had to like reel ourselves back in away from the D&D style of things. I know I did that several times today, but it worked out well.
I think it went real well despite that.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
regardless of that.
Yeah, it's a much more collaborative storytelling system. I did tell you guys well ahead of time, like, yeah, I expect me to just be a different type of GM for this sort of stuff. So there you go. Every time you guys are planning stuff, I was contributing stuff because I didn't have any qualms. I'm not the counterplay against you guys as much as I am in D&D, so I'm just like, but what about this, though? In a way, the dice are really the counter element for the system, as we saw with the many 1s and 2s when you guys had 5 dice and stuff like that.
That's a killer.
It really is. I think it's
gets ya.
fun. I think it's fun.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Makes me rethink building a character.
Yeah, right.
It really does.
And for that, I am quite grateful for this one shot because, again, like, it illuminates us to those insights. Because it's been a long time since I played this, so I need to recall how it goes and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. That's not quite effective. Mr. Fox will be your guys' contributor, by the way. You're not contributor, your patron for the first heist you guys pull in the main campaign.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey.
After that, it's sort of like your guys' call as a gang to do stuff, but he's like your guys' reason to come together.
Come
Oh, fuck yeah.
He quite immediately, as the only person that could sail this ship, takes charge of the ship because it's like, if not, I'm steering us into a cliff sort of threat. But he does like get the guards that are on the ship and the staff that are on the ship to like, hey, listen, we're all in this together now. So you guys are gonna help us when we touch Big Landfall, like deal with all this criminality shit. All right, for all, everyone knows, everyone at Helmbreaker is fucking dead. Right, so no one fucking yap, snitch, nothing to that. And then they can use their official legally obliged connections to do stuff. So everyone that was a prisoner does have a bit of a catch up back into modern society.
Yeah.
Just a little bit though. Just a little bit. I am curious, what if you guys have an answer? If you guys have a playbook in mind for your actual campaign characters.
I think it's called Hound.
Hound, yeah.
Yeah, the track.
Go ahead. Yeah, the tracker.
I did, but I
sharpshooter.
have to look at them again to make sure I didn't forget.
Can you give us other sheets so I can
Oh yeah. Let me do it right now.
so I can look at what Lurk has to offer.
So I'm gonna change this folder to Breaker Prison one shot, which we did it. We did an actual one shot.
Hell yeah!
We had to go to an entirely different system.
I like how instead of it planning to be a one shot that turned into a two shot, it was planning to be a almost
two-shot.
three shot that turned into a one shot. I think that's really funny.
Underestimated how short 4 pieces of the pie are for a clock.
But it makes sense. Like in a corrupt prison, how many steps do you really have in your way if you've got the creativity and the supplies to deal with it?
Alright, it's a sheet for you, Alec.
Thank you.
Oh, these don't automatically go in that folder outside square. I don't care.
I think the playbook that I'm going for is going to be a slide. I think.
Talk about real smooth.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be very socially manipulative. A charisma build, if you will. Someone who gets their way because others will do what they want.
Yeah.
And the description of the slide seems to fit that.
Spots sheet.
I think I was gonna do leech for my character.
Gotcha. And then me not sheet.
I want to make stuff.
Yeah, fair enough. That's gonna be my fucking tagline for this campaign. Like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Fair enough, yeah. Alright, well it sounds like I need to pull this off the back burner and throw it in the main stove then for this setting.
Oh.
I just don't have stuff codified out so. I think I'm ahead on prep though for Darklight, so I might spend the time prepping for Darklight's readying this instead, maybe. I say that, but I'm saying that off the top of my head. No checking happening, so who knows how accurate that is. So we got a slide, we got a leech, got a hound. Oh.
What about you, Spot?
I really liked playing Whisper, but I'm not 100% sure if that's going to be set in stone yet.
You got time.
Fair.
Not an infinite amount of time, but time. Is it? I know you said, but I think I missed it. That, or I just forget, and I apologize. Is it next week or the week after that we're doing our session 0?
Next Saturday. The next time we would play this, we would do the session 0.
Okay.
So it's technically, what is that, 4 weeks until we actually start playing the actual campaign?
Yeah, it'll be the 31st we do the session 0.
Yeah, which hopefully by that point I'll have enough typed out, codified out to give to you guys in terms of like being you guys are able to pick your heritages and stuff like that. A lot of nations, a lot of religions, cults, things like that. World just went through a war. Rationing is still in place. Your home nation was on the winning side. But not your home nation. The city the campaign takes place in is on the winning side. I think ghosts will probably a bit. It depends on where you guys operate in the city, but they might be a bit more available to tap into, depending on which district you guys do your operations in. Right, like the rich person district, you're probably not getting any ghost activity there, unless you're bringing in your own ghost. But like the outskirts, like the slum areas, yeah, you'd probably be able to like sneak a ghost in through the cracks pretty readily. The other important thing is about the main campaign, aside from obviously getting you guys having your own game and stuff like that, is you guys have a lot more space to work with. a lot more streets to operate through and pass and down, a lot more resources and contacts to hit up, that sort of stuff. And of course, you guys will have more items.
Just to get an idea, do you have an idea about how many friends, enemies?
We got to probably start at the same 1 and 1.
Okay.
Your guys' gang will have something similar, except it's other factions as opposed to other people. And I'll have ideally a list of factions for you guys to pick from that are on your guys' tier of play. Because all the factions do have their own tiers that they go through. So there's top tier and then the bottom tier. You guys start at the bottom of bottom tier because you're a fresh gang.